All right, next up in our post-game press conference here in the Hattiesburg Regional is the University of Miami. We have number 14, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, Daniel Cuvet. Number 52, a right-handed pitcher out of Weston, Florida, AJ Ciscar. And head coach JD Arteaga. Coach, first of all, we'll start with you. Just some opening comments on today's game.
It's just a great postseason baseball game, man. We got off to a great start there in the top of the first inning and put up a 3 spot. And Ciscar came out in the first and put up a 0. That's huge. And even bigger than that is when they put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 4th, I believe, or 3rd. We came back and responded right away with just 1, but I feel like we got the momentum back on our side. Played good defense, made good pitches, good at bats. It seemed like every inning we had a chance to score a run and put some pressure on them. So just a good game all the way around.
All right, we'll open up to questions.
Coach, your first regional game as a head coach, and obviously no shortage of drama and theatrics there at the end. Did you think that ball from Snell was going out?
That was no doubt in my mind I was staying in the park. It's just kidding. Off the bat, it's you get the worst, right? The thoughts in your mind, and especially when you make that error with 2 outs, it seems like things are kind of falling apart. There's always that one play that kickstarts something like that, and then we hit the next kid, and a local kid from Miami that we missed out on, and he's here, and it just seemed like it could go against us right there. But good Lord, kept that ball in the park, and we won the baseball game.
Right there.
Daniel, right there at the plate, tell me how you're seeing the pitches and also about the defensive stuff you had in that arena.
Thank you. At the plate, I was just picking up the ball well. The batter's eye, I guess you could call it, was nice. I enjoy hitting with the trees in the back, so just that and having the team behind me allows me to succeed. And obviously that play was big there and that later in the game, and I was able to pick up my pitcher there and help us get a win.
AJ,
You're up first. You're next.
AJ, for you, just the maturity to go through that inning, giving up 3 runs, and then just bouncing back from that. How did you feel today, and just the opportunity to get the start?
It was definitely a blessing to be able to get a start, especially first game of regional against the number 2 seed. That is just incredible, and as well, in that I think it was 3rd or 4th inning, I can't remember. Command suffered a little bit when the bases, and people got on base, and JD and Laz have trusted me in the situations. I mean, earlier in the year I was in the pen, came into Florida, base loaded, went out, and you just kind of go in there, you just throw strikes, and make the hitters score those runs. Don't just give it to them, and we just made them work. Gave up a 3 spot, but then later on, just trusting my stuff and coming back out there and just understanding that command wins the game, and I just went out there and did my thing.
JD, for you, just to see the team respond the way that they did, especially after the way y'all came off ACC tournament in the season, coming to play a very tough Alabama team, just the maturity of the team to come back and do what you do. How do you feel about this team?
You've followed us all year, man. And my message has always been the same. I'm never worried about what happened yesterday because this team has such an unbelievable knack of just putting it behind them, learning, and moving on to the next game. Whether it's a game or I guess however we finish the season, 1-6 or 1-7, whatever it was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, and even after a big win, we got to come back the next inning. It's 0-0, and let's get after it again and play our baseball and be okay.
And you touched on it just a minute ago, but what was your approach to this Alabama lineup? It seemed like you were working very efficiently until that 1 inning and then back again, efficiently again.
My approach every game is the same. I really do believe my stuff is incredible, and just by commanding it, I can beat teams that dominate them as well, work efficiently as well. We've got 8 great defenders behind me. Danny made a couple nice plays for Brian there in that last inning. Ogden made a lot of great plays for me. Same with Dorian. And then the outfielders, man, they're literally no flies on the ball. Every ball that gets hit there, it seems like it's going to be caught. So just being able to trust the defense and also trust my stuff, it's a great combination.
What was your perspective on that last hit from Cade?
Looked like he got a little under it, but still looked like it could have gone the distance. So luckily it stayed in the park.
Coach, talk about, first of all, is Griffin going to start tomorrow, and the decision to go with AJ instead of Griffin's been the Friday night guy?
Just a matchup, Griffin is going tomorrow. AJ's just was a better matchup today. We felt, Alabama's a very aggressive swinging team. He's got a lot of movement on his fastball. And, part of being efficient is throwing balls in the strike zone. And you always run into the possibility of guys squaring some up and getting some hits in a rapid fashion, right? Which is kind of what happened that inning. But he credit to him. He makes it sound really easy, but to come back after a three-run inning in his first postseason start and settle back in and stick with what he knows works for him, even though it didn't work the inning before, that's special. That's a special talent that's not very easy to teach, and he just brought it on his own.
And also, Coach, the other big decision to put Rob Evans in there, a big spot, and he came through for you. Talk about that.
He's been getting better and better, and that's one thing all season. We're kind of struggling looking for a left-hand out of the pen. And they had a couple guys on a row there, not just him, but Torres is a guy that's hitting 198 less against left-handers than he is right-handers. But Bravo's coming in for that one hitter, and one hitter only. That left-hander was like 163 was his batting average differential there, and he made some great pitches and got him out, and then we handed the ball over to our big guy at the end, and he found a way to win it.
Coach, also, like you as a former pitcher, been dealing with pitching your whole life, that at bat by a Fowler, it's 13 pitches, 9 foul balls. It would have driven you crazy.
It would. That's a fun at bat. That's when I went out. That's my first mound visit this year, not taking the pitcher out. But I got the longest history with Brian. Since he was like a 4-year history since he was a sophomore transferring in. So, and that was the mission. That was a fun at bat. You made a pitch, you hit it one at our guy. We didn't make a play, but that's baseball, man. Now we got to go after the next guy and one pitch at a time and throw it through your spot, and let's see what happens. And it worked out.
AJ, first 3 innings, you only had one at bat. That went more than 4 pitches. Just how crucial was that, setting the tone and being able to work that through guys that fast? It's not something you don't see Alabama go down that easy that consistently.
It was definitely a morale boost for our team. I mean, before the game it was hot, during the game it was hot, and especially the turf was raging in the heat. Being able to get the offense in early, I've heard it from the teammates when the offense gets in early, they have more energy, they go out, they come out swinging, they have better approaches, they have better at-bats, and just being able to do that for them and them actually doing it in the first inning before we even took the field was huge as well, and then responding later after that 4th inning was huge as well.
Cuvet, for you too, just your first time being here in this tournament, it's your first time for most people might to just get noticed of you in the national stage. Just walking up and hitting that home run and getting the leadoff double, just what did you see at the plate today and just what were
Yeah, I was super comfortable once I got here, just especially with yesterday's practice. It just felt like a comfortable batter's box and just like what I was seeing from the box. And I was able to pick up the pitcher well. I didn't feel like he had anything to really fool me on or blow by me, so I was just confident in my swing and knowing there in that situation that I need to drive a ball probably to the right side of the field with runners in scoring position, and I was able to do that.
defensively, that ball typically slips by you, at least early in the season past. What did you see right there? Just get an early jump on it, just to reach out to it, just to get there?
Yeah, I just had a good prep and a good reaction on it, and I was able to put a glove on it, get up, and make a good throw and help out my pitcher.
I'm glad you bring up his defense. Everybody talks about his bat, but that's something he puts a lot of work into, man. He's improved a lot defensively, and unfortunately, because of his bat, he doesn't get enough credit for it. So he's getting better and better, and then, again, credit to him for working on his weakness. It's easy to work on your strength and hit all day long. He puts a lot of time into that defense, as all of our guys do, and always trying to bring our weaknesses up, kind of to even playing field, better, eat closer to our strengths, and he's done a great job of that.
Any other questions from the audience? All right, well, that will conclude today's post-game press conference. Daniel, Coach Arteaga, and AJ, thank you guys so much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow.
Appreciate you.